My association with Cranfield goes back to the very day I was born. I was born here in one of the staff houses, 19 the Crescent. My father came here as librarian from Bristol County Library in 1946. He was one of 800 applicants, but because he was the only one from a aeronautical institution, he got the job. He met my mother here, who was a nurse working on the campus. They fell in love and they got married on New Year's Day 1949. I was born here, as I say, in 1953. My two sisters were born here in late 1949 and 1952. And I stayed here until, other than going away to boarding school at the age of 13, stayed here until I was about 18. My best friend, who I now work for, after being born here 62 years, we were born 15 days apart. His father had the petrol station and mechanical garage here and a small farm. I used to spend a lot of my days on the farm with him. We would ride around on his tandem motorcycle, towing a little cart that we'd made, selling manure to anyone that would buy it from us at 5p a bag. We would come onto the airfield, we would climb on top of the hangars, which would be complete nonsense to ever think that a child in their early years would ever do these days or be allowed to do. Just sitting very close on the apron where I'm sitting now. Second World War Lancaster bomber was parked there. We would climb onto it. We used to do a whole host of things, some that might these days be considered unsafe to us. They were boyhood pranks. They were never subversive. Just good fun and exploring. The university, College of Aeronautics as it was in the 50s and early 60s, did build up its own community. There were Boy Scout groups, there was a Girl Guide group, there was a primary school here where all the children would be educated in one of two classes. Women's Institute, children's Christmas parties. Nobody cooked Christmas dinner on Christmas Day. Everybody would descend on one of the student halls of residence where Joe Casti, the local chef, would prepare Christmas lunch for staff. And it was that sort of community. Everyone wanted to partake and be together, and something very good and great was built here. It was only a small community, but it was the most wonderful, wonderful childhood to grow up in.